Tonight on Newswire LA, the historic hotels of downtown Los Angeles. A lot of them are now apartments and lofts. We'll take a look at them and explore them tonight on Newswire LA. Well, good morning. Welcome back to downtown Los Angeles. Our last adventure took us to the old theaters here in downtown. Today, a little different. We're looking at the old hotels of downtown Los Angeles. A lot of them still active. A lot of them have been turned into apartments and low-income housing. We're starting our adventure today in front of the historic Biltmore Hotel here in downtown Los Angeles. It celebrated its 90th birthday in October of last year. It's a beautiful hotel, a lot of history to this place. It's been used for a lot of filming over the years. The Academy Awards was held here for many years at the Biltmore Hotel. The 1960 Democratic Convention, this was the headquarters for that convention. The Kennedy family took up the entire 8th floor here at this hotel. A lot of Kennedys, so that really isn't too much of a shock there. In 1937, Walt Disney won the Academy Award for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs here. So it makes it a very, very important hallmark for the Walt Disney Company. But this is a great place. It's a wonderful hotel. It's a great lobby in there. It's still always booked, and probably the best looking hotel still in all of Los Angeles. If you saw the movie Ghostbusters, they filmed the interiors in there for that big fancy party where they went to get the ghosts. That was done here in Los Angeles. So many things go on here at the Biltmore Hotel. It's a great place for banquets and gatherings. It's in use every single day. And as I said, it's always booked. That's how good the Biltmore is. 90 years old, still looking great. It's a hallmark here, the landmark here in downtown Los Angeles, right across from Pershing Square, and still going strong after 90 years, the Biltmore Hotel in downtown Los Angeles on Olive. Our adventure continues here in downtown Los Angeles, looking at the old hotels. This is the Hotel Clark. Now this opened in 1913, so this is 100 years old as of last year. It's an old building. It's been closed for a number of years. It's been going through some refurbishment. It was supposed to open 2 years ago. It was supposed to open last year. That hasn't happened yet. But as you can see, it's a very weathered looking building. I love the fire escapes on there. It's a very neat building whenever they finish it. It's got a lot of work to be done with it apparently. And they say the target date is maybe sometime this summer they'll be done with it. However, kind of quiet over there right now. On the first floor of the building used to be the Broadway department store. Broadway occupied that first floor here at the Hotel Clark and was there for many years. And when the hotel closed, all that sort of just went away, and it's been there pretty much abandoned ever since. But the Hotel Clark hopefully will get going again. Unique tie-in to the Biltmore Hotel, which is just a block away. From what I understand, from what I've been told by many people, there is a secret passageway from the Biltmore Hotel to the Hotel Clark. They created that passageway between those two hotels for VIPs to get from one point to the other without being seen, without being disturbed. So in one of the ballrooms at the Biltmore, that tunnel leads right to the Hotel Clark. I've heard from people who've seen it. I've seen pictures of it, so I know it does exist. So the mystery between those two hotels, one of them still active and busy, the Biltmore, and the Hotel Clark, 100 years old, waiting to be active again. We hope that happens again real soon. It'll be great for downtown Los Angeles to have this place open again. It's a great looking old sign up there. I want to see that lit up eventually. But in the meantime, we'll look at it, and hopefully it gets going again very soon. Our tour of old hotels of downtown Los Angeles continue now at the corner of 5th and Spring. This is the Hotel Alexandria. The Hotel Alexandria opened in 1906, one of the oldest standing buildings here in downtown Los Angeles. It is a great old building. It has looked better over the years. It's now being used as low-income housing, but one look at this building will show you how great it used to be back in the old days. It's quite an incredible looking building. A lot of gargoyles, a lot of unique stuff going on with it. It's a great looking old sign. A lot of neat windows too. I love the windows on this building. It's got a lot of fun stuff going on with it, but again, it's now low income housing, but it's pretty much fully occupied right now. There's still a back part of the building which is not being occupied. It's still being worked on. It's one of these buildings here at downtown that is living and breathing again due to low income housing, and I think it's an incredible building here in downtown, the Hotel Alexandria at 5th and Spring in Los Angeles. Right across from the Hotel Clark is the old subway terminal building. Now the subway terminal building was very active for many years. It was the main connector for the red line, for the red cars that took you out to Hollywood in different locations. It went away, of course, in the early 60s. The building sat there abandoned for many, many years. The building itself has become a very popular place to live. Nice apartments and lofts in there. However, down below, all the subway tunnels are still there. It's very quiet down there. It's like they never left. It's like a place frozen in time down below where the tunnels are at. They're still down there. I've seen them. I've seen pictures of them, so I know they're there. But this is the subway terminal building. It's got this great lettering out front. It's a big building. It's very old, built in 1925, but it still looks very good. I always wish to put a Subway sandwich place in this building. However, down the street is one in the Pershing Square building, so we're not going to put one here. But it says Subway out here, and the old lettering, it's very cool. It's on the ground. It's not going to go anywhere, but the Subway Terminal building, another great building here to live at in downtown Los Angeles. Walking around downtown LA, I always notice things on the ground that are very different. We're here at the Title Guarantee building across from Pershing Square at 5th and Hill. This is now apartments, like a lot of buildings here in downtown. On the ground, though, a little vision of the past for a lot of us who live here in Southern California. Thrifty cut-rate drugstores. It was a thrifty location in this building for many years. It went away, but the sign is going to live on right here on the sidewalk. This is the old Thrifty logo, the old green and white script. They went to the red and white that most of us remember as a child growing up here in Los Angeles. Thrifty went away, the name. However, there's still Thrifty ice cream at Rite Aid drugstores. I never call it Rite Aid. It's still going to be Thrifty to me. I want to go in there, get myself a double scoop, mint chocolate chip, and Rocky Road. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen today. With my luck, I think we'll discover a few more signs like this around downtown before our adventure concludes for today. As with most of our adventures, Chin and I always come across an old fire station. Well, this is no ordinary old fire station. This is old fire station number 23 here on 5th Street and Maple in downtown Los Angeles. This was built in 1910. It's a one-of-a-kind style here for Los Angeles, a 3-story fire station. The chief of the department lived on the upper level with his family for many years. Now inside the building, it was the ultimate fire station. Imported marble, mahogany, the brass fire poles were one of a kind. It was one pole from the top to the bottom. You were the chief and you're on the 3rd floor, you took that drop all the way down to the bottom floors. This has been out of service since the 1960s. Now this was an old station. It was opened in 1910. It used horses like most of the department did at the time. The horses were in service here until 1923 when it became a fully motorized fire station. Now for years there were rumors about snakes in the basement there. Years ago, back in the 20s, a lot of the homeless guys who lived in the area would go out and get rattlesnakes, and they would sell their venom to hospitals and clinics. A future fire chief, who shall go nameless, was working captain one day at the desk. Someone came by and said, "Can you watch this bag?" He said, "Sure." He didn't know the bag was filled with rattlesnakes. The snakes got out and were running all over the fire station. They caught a lot of them, but people were convinced not all of them were caught, because every so often they would find snake skin on the apparatus floor, or someone go down in the basement and see a snake moving around. It had snakes, eventually had really big rats from what I was told, and eventually the last few years of it, the roof leaked, but again, it was a one-of-a-kind station. This was the station everybody wanted to come visit when they came to Los Angeles. There was a visiting dorm room for visiting fire chiefs to come stay in. A lot of filming has gone in here over the years, most famous though for Ghostbusters. Not the exteriors, but the interiors of Ghostbusters. The exteriors were old station number 8, which is still active in New York. That's ladder 8 in New York was used for the exteriors. However, it's very similar in style. It was used for the interiors for Ghostbusters 1 and 2 here at Old Fire Station number 23. A lot of shows have used it over the years. It's been used on so many TV shows and movies, but right now it's still inactive. It was being used recently, I know, for some filming within the past couple of years, but as you can see right now, it's boarded up. The windows are boarded up. It could be in much better shape. It's here in Skid Row in downtown Los Angeles. Its future, we're not sure yet. But in the meantime, Station 23 still stands here, 100 years old, and hopefully we'll get it going again as a museum or some other source for the city. It's a great building. I just don't want to see it go away. It's right down the street from the Hotel Roslin we were just at. That's how popular this place was. But again, the chief and his family lived up there. And obviously back then it was a whole different area. It wasn't Skid Row back then. So a little better of an area. However, as we can see, it's not the greatest area here in Los Angeles. However, there's more history around here in a lot of areas that you may live in right now. So Station 23, let's hope one day we get it going again as some sort of source of a community center or a museum or just a loft or something. I want to see this place painted up and looking good. In the meantime, we have this, but like I always say, at least it's still standing. Old Station 23 here at 5th and Maple in downtown Los Angeles. Here at 5th and Main in downtown Los Angeles is my favorite old hotel in the downtown area. This is the Hotel Roslin. Now there are two Hotel Roslins. The original building, which is on this side, the smaller one, that was built in 1913. The newer building on the opposite side was built in 1923. It has probably the best signage of any hotel in downtown Los Angeles. That's up there on the roof. It lights up at night, most nights, not every night. But it calls it the $1 Million Hotel, over 1,000 rooms, fireproof. The typical things you would hear at a hotel back in that era because there were so many hotel fires. But this is the great building. The newer Roslin, the 1923 version of it, is being used as lofts right now. It's low-income housing. Rents start about $800 a month. The old Roslin is being worked on right now. A lot of work is going on over there. They're tearing out a lot of the inside to make it a little stronger and putting in new interiors. So that'll open up again also real soon too. But the original Roslin is now the Roslin Lofts. You can find it online. It's a great place to be. Again, on the edge of Skid Row. Not the greatest area by any means, but still, pretty neat building to be at. I love the building. It's a great building. In addition to that, across the street over here, this great old Victorian building being worked on right now. This is the last remaining Victorian building that's in the downtown area. Now, when I was up here last time during the summer, it was still full. They hadn't taken the inside out. However, as you can see now, we're looking at the skeleton of the building. Those are the original windows. It's an amazing structure, the original lights. I love the windows sticking out like that. But an old Victorian like this, it's a rare find in downtown Los Angeles, but they're working on it now. Hopefully very soon we'll see the outcome of it.
Here's an image of what will be known as the new Pershing Apartments.
Still here in Skid Row, downtown Los Angeles area. We are at 4th and Los Angeles. Now the hotel behind me is very old. I couldn't find an exact date on it, but obviously as you can tell, it's a pretty run-down looking place. Now this is a place that is still a hotel, what they call a residential hotel. A lot of folks live there, a lot of people stay there for a couple of days or so. But this became somewhat famous because of Dragnet. Now this was the hotel that inspired the Golden Dream Hotel and the Dragnet Christmas episode. It also became used again in the 60s when they redid the same episode. Different location, but still this was the inspiration for the Golden Dream Hotel in that Dragnet episode. As you can see with the signage and the door, it's pretty much what you saw in that episode, but it's definitely still old and still run down. In fact, when you look at that episode from the 50s and you look at the hotel now, not much has changed. So it was built to look run down, which is pretty amazing, but it's still a pretty unique looking building. The signage on there has been painted over a couple of times. Used to be neon, but of course you really can't even see it anymore. But what's unique about this is the location of it. We're right on the edge of Skid Row, on the edge of the old bank district here in downtown. But next door to it is a very old water-empowered distribution building, which is probably at least 80 years old. It's a very unique building. The coloring of it, the brickwork on that, it's unlike any other building for water and power that we've seen around this area. So we're on the edge of the old bank district, the Farmers and Marchant building. They're all down the street. Our next stop is the Hotel Barclay, which is right up the street over here. We're on Main Street in the old bank district of downtown Los Angeles. The Hotel Barclay is right behind me here. This is a very, very old hotel going back to the early 1900s. Originally opened as the Hotel Van Nuys. You can actually still see the signage that says Van Nuys on the building. But it became the Hotel Barclay. Became famous for a lot of things over the years, a lot of filming, but also known for a fire trap over the years. A lot of fires in here, hence the name changed from the Van Nuys to the Barclay. They wanted to kind of give a little bit of a different name to kind of tell people it was a better hotel. So they did change the name to the Barclay from the Van Nuys, but they had a lot of issues with that over the years. They say it's pretty haunted. It's a very old building. They say a lot of ghost stories, a lot of stuff happens there at night. A lot of folks live in there. It's a very nice building though. It's still got a unique look to it. On the far end of the building over here, we can see the old original Hotel Barclay sign, kind of worn and weathered. It's still sitting there. It doesn't light up anymore. However, the new one does light up. I've seen it here at night. It lights up pretty good. The thrift store building right over there, a typical sort of thrift store that were all around downtown L.A., which inspired a lot of things for TV shows like Dragnet and Adam 12, because that type of signage you would see on a TV show like that. The store is empty now, but that sign is still there. Looks pretty cool, but the old Hotel Barclay sign on the other side of the building, it's red and kind of worn down, but it's still there. Like I said, it doesn't light up. Still looks pretty neat to see it though. This is the pretty unique area. The Hotel Roslin is just down the street from us right here. The San Francisco building, which is another really great building right across the street from us right over here. Again, this is what they call the old bank district here in downtown Los Angeles. The Farmers and Merchant building, which is right across the street. That bank closed many years ago, but it's used for a lot of filming nowadays. It passes as New York and pretty much any other city you want it to be. But it's a pretty active area right now. A lot of folks live down here, a lot of newer apartments, but again, a lot of folks are living in these older buildings like the Hotel Barclay. It's become a low-income housing, but still, it's alive, it's well. It looks pretty cool, despite its age. Little wear and tear to it, but it adds character to the building here. The Hotel Barclay here in downtown Los Angeles. That's our adventure for today, the old hotels of downtown Los Angeles. I'm Raul. This is My LA for Newswire LA.
Before we conclude, let's head back to the theater district where Raul revisited the Los Angeles Theater. While there, he shot these rare photos of the theater's ticket booth. The ticket booth was closed the first time we visited. Here's an image of the ornate booth where tickets were dispensed. Here's an interior view. Most of what you see is original. Well, maybe not the cool cigarette machine circa 1970. These are what appear to be a pair of safes. We'll assume the night's admission was secured here until the next day. And that's Raul's revisit to the Los Angeles Theater in the Theater District. And here we are at another historic hotel, the Beverly Hilton in Beverly Hills, where we're on the red carpet for the Living Legends of Aviation. Let's go to Newswire LA and RichGirlNetwork.tv's Peter Newman.
Hi, my name's Peter Newman. Tonight, we're here at the 2014 Living Legends of Aviation's honorary ceremony. Tonight, they're going to be honoring some very, very important people in the world of aviation, and got some pretty notable celebrities here as well. Buzz Aldrin will be in attendance, as well as John Travolta, and I've even heard Harrison Ford might have been sneaking in the back door. So let's go see who we can meet. Out of your illustrious career, what would you say is your most memorable moment?
Shutting the engine down on the moon.
How did that feel?
It means that we got what we were looking for.
How incredible.
It's important to leave also, but...
Yes, it's good to be back, I'm sure.
But we'd have been famous if we'd stayed there anyway. So.
Would you ever go back if you were offered the opportunity?
No.
Once was enough?
Once in a lifetime. Mars is the place to go for the United States.
Do you think we'll be heading there soon?
I sure hope so. That's what I'm working toward.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Enjoy your evening. I appreciate it. Hey, Quinton, how are you? Peter Newman with Rich Girl Productions. How are you?
Good, good.
So you're a big aviation enthusiast, I understand.
Yeah, I've been here the past couple of years now. Met some great people, and flying is one of the things that's on my bucket list to do. So hopefully one day I'll learn how and actually go up.
Nice. Who are you most excited to run into tonight?
You know what? I don't even have the list. I don't know who's going to be here. I am very excited to see this woman, however. I just judged the pageant a couple weeks ago.
So you're the reason she won?
Yeah.
Oh, does she know that?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's an in.
Yeah. Definitely. And I'm
Nice.
out here hanging out with the beautiful lady behind me, Cindy Rocker Glam. She has her own company. She does like interior design and decorating for the stars, and so we're out tonight hanging out and trying to hopefully get her to decorate my place when I get my new place. And so.
Those guys always need a little help.
Exactly.
Right? Cool, man. Well, I know you got to get inside, so I'll let you go, but have a good night, and thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, how's your night going?
My night has been wonderful so far. I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, are you a big aviation enthusiast, or?
You know, I'm here to learn a lot more about it. I know there's a lot of people who have been awarded very prestigious awards, so I'm very excited to see them all.
Nice. What are you working on personally?
Right now, I am a student at San Diego State University. I'm the newly crowned Miss California, so this is actually one of my first events, and I'm very honored to be here.
You think you can get used to this whole type of setup?
Absolutely.
Not too shabby, huh?
Not too shabby at all.
What are you studying?
I'm studying film. I'm a double major actually in film and also ISCOR, which is International Security and Conflict Resolution. So.
I did film and global studies, so it works
Yeah,
out.
my emphasis is in global systems, so. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Do you have a website or anything that people could check
follow
out?
the Miss California USA website. Yes, absolutely.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you.
How did you get your start in aeronautics?
I was a juvenile delinquent. My parents sent me to my grandparents in an airliner, and I got hooked.
True story?
True story. I was 13 years old.
Really nice.
Flying when I was 14.
Wow. All right, so tonight are you being inducted, or?
I was inducted 2 years ago.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And what are you doing these days?
I'm a retired airline captain. I'm an aviation writer, and I do a lot of forensic accident work in aviation accidents. I write for AOPA Pilot Magazine. I've done that for 50 years. I know I don't look it, maybe I do, but I've been writing a long time.
Not a day over 40.
I'm just an aviation writer.
Nice, cool. Well, enjoy your evening tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
We're here with Christine Bentley. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing amazing. I'm so happy to be here. My dad is so jealous. He's like, no way, I can't believe you're going. I wish I was there. So I'm happy. I'm happy to be here.
Nice. And who are you here most excited to see or meet?
Oh my God. Everybody. I'm excited to meet everybody. I'm excited to be here with all of the best.
When did you first get interested in aviation?
When I was about 15, my dad works for a company that specializes in airplane parts, kind of similar to Bell Helicopter. So I've been around planes since I can remember. So I started flying with my dad when I was about 15, and I've loved it ever since. So.
Cool. So what are you doing these days? Are you?
Right now I'm working on a brand new show. We just shot the pilot for it's on HBO called Ballers, and it follows the lives of celebrity athletes. I play a pro golfer. Mark Wahlberg produces it, and stars The Rock. So
Very cool. Anything else?
just that. That's
Keeping you busy.
yeah. Yeah.
So has the pilot, it's been picked up and it's going to start airing?
I can't say that it's been picked up. We don't know. But I'll be so excited when it does.
Well, I'm sure it will. Awesome. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Enjoy your night. Thank you. Hi, Miss Tilton. How are you tonight?
I'm great, thank you.
Who's the dress designed by?
Roberto Cavalli.
Cool. Just wanted to cover that because fans are interested. So I hear you're being inducted or honored tonight. Congratulations. How does it feel?
I'm both honored and humbled to be in such a great group of aviation, specialists, heroes.
Legends.
Legends, truly. I mean, to really be in this group of people who are legends in this industry is a great honor. And really for me, it's just that I've been able to save a company that supports so many of these legends and our soldiers, those who give for love of country. So for me, getting into this industry and being able to resurrect a company that supports those who give for love of country is really special to me.
Yeah, I can tell it's very dear to your heart.
It is. It's my baby. I own 75 companies.
Wow.
But I run, I'm the CEO of MD Helicopters, and when I came in, it was at zero, and I really rebuilt it with my own two hands. And there's such a cult of people who love our aircraft all over the world. And so for me, I'm being honored really for their legacy. But I will take it, and I will appreciate it and be grateful for it.
Nice, nice. Well, congratulations. And if you ever have a private jet or helicopter that you just need to get rid of, my name's Peter Newman. I'm with Rich Girl Productions.
Well, I'm really happy to know, because we were always just giving them away when they sit around, whitetail. Really.
Oh, no, I'm teasing, but
you can always hop on mine, because I have both.
Well, I will take you up on that anytime. Enjoy your evening tonight.
Pleasure to be.
Hi, I'm here with STACY Elsner.
I'm the executive director of the nonprofit that produces the event and is the sole beneficiary.
So this is your deal.
Yes, it is.
Very impressive.
Mine and about 70 other volunteers that come out here to donate their time to make this all happen.
Nice. It's a very impressive event. Who are you most excited tonight to honor?
We're definitely looking forward to honoring Frederick Smith, who's the founder and CEO of FedEx. I think he's definitely the most appropriate recipient for the Lifetime Entrepreneur Award there is. We're very pleased to have Jack Erickson of Erickson Aircrane, Bruce Whitman of Flight Safety International, some of our new inductees such as David Neeleman of JetBlue Airways, and Treat Williams, who's an actor but mostly a pilot and just acts in order to pay the bills so we can fly his plane.
Nice. Well, it's a beautiful event. I'll let you get into it, but I appreciate the time.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Causing a stir at the Beverly Hilton is the arrival of John Travolta and his wife, Kelly Preston. Travolta, in case you didn't know it, is an aviator who is classified as an airline qualified pilot. Travolta serves as this organization's Living Legends Ambassador of Aviation. Let's go to the red carpet where we'll hear a few words from this award-winning actor and aviator.
Probably my solo. Every first, my first solo, my first jet license, my every rating after that, they were all highlights for me, yeah.
Well, we've had a lot of fun here at the 2014 Living Legends of Aviation ceremony. We got to meet some amazing people, including the founder of the event, and Buzz Aldrin, my personal favorite, and Miss California. That was pretty cool, too. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Peter Newman, and this is RichGirlNetwork.tv.